Welcome to Larry the Alchemist, where we discuss all things heavy metal and hard rock. On today's episode, some of my latest vinyl finds, vinyl grabs for the month of December. I like to also call this Every Record Has a Story, because usually there's a story behind all these records. I told myself I wasn't going to be buying any more records for the rest of the remaining few weeks of the year. And well, then stuff happens, and here we are. I've got about 8 or 9 records in the pile here. 2 different stores, I believe. Okay, I'm going to have a video coming out soon, may already be out depending on when you watch this video, on modern reissues and why I tend to not buy modern reissues. I always try to go for something original or an early pressing, and that's what all these are. None of these are modern reissues. Okay, the first group is from a store that's inside an antique mall. For those who don't know what that is, it's just a big open area where people rent out spaces and people can sell anything. And one particular guy has records. And I got Moxie 2. This is 1976 on Mercury Records. I've really been on a kick lately for late 70s hard rock, especially American hard rock, like that stuff that borders on metal. It's could maybe call it metal, but it's definitely more hard rock, and I've really been digging that. I have the third Moxie album, Riding High. I want to get the first one. The first one is just called Moxie 1, and it has a black cover. It's basically the same thing, but just in a black cover. This I got for $13, I believe, so not too bad. The vinyl, I don't mind a little bit of like ring wear and stuff like that, just as long as the record itself is in good shape. You can see there, this is on Mercury Records, and the vinyl was in basically mint condition, so I was happy with this. Okay, moving on. I'll put that back in later. From the same place, I got Thin Lizzy, Bad Reputation. You say, what? You didn't have this? Yes, I had this already, but my copy was really noisy. I mean, really noisy. And I wanted a cleaner copy. And this is like dead mint, man. It's like dead silent. This is Mercury Records, 1977. I love that picture on the back there. I think that's super cool. Comes with a picture sleeve, which is pretty cool. And I put the record in this because this is one of these sleeves that's like not good for the record. This is on Mercury Records again. So Thin Lizzy, Bad Reputation. Okay, did a video recently. Tony Dio and Butch joined me to discuss the passing of Miles Goodwin. You can see him on the end here, from April Wine. And I mentioned in the video, the only April Wine album I had was Nature of the Beast. And getting ready for that video, I really listened to this record a bunch of times on streaming. So I was really happy when I saw this, and it was only like $7. The record's in mint condition. Yeah, so the little bit I've listened to this so far, I really dig this. Cool picture on the back. Before the Dawn is an amazing song on here. Picture sleeve. This is on Aquarius, which I believe is this is on Capitol. I thought it said it was on Aquarius. Okay, maybe Aquarius is like a subsidiary. That says Aquarius in the corner there. I don't know why that says Capitol. I guess it was distributed by Capitol Records. Okay, next one. It was $3. And again, I'm on this like late 70s, early 80s hard rock kick. Loverboy. This says Hot Girls in Love. I guess that's the only like sort of popular radio song off this. Picture sleeve thing here. Lyrics. This is Keep It Up is the name of the record. This is 83 on Columbia Records. Basically dead mint. I couldn't. $3. What the heck? Okay, same place from that Merchant Square Mall. I got Ram Jam, and I have the second Ram Jam album. This is 77, Epic Records. I have the second one. Artist is a portrait as a young ram, I think is what it is. And this has Black Betty on it. That'd probably be the song that everybody would recognize from this. And this was, I think, $10 on the records and really, really good condition. So I wanted to get this. Great 70s hard rock. Okay, was excited to find this. Again, I'm on this real, just American late 70s hard rock, Canadian hard rock. Montrose. I've only really listened to side one of this. I love the back cover on this. Super cool. Warner Brothers presents Montrose, 1975. I like the way on the back it does like cast, program, what does the last one say? Credits, sort of like a movie thing. Oh man, I love the guitar sound on this. And I've been thinking about making a video like the best like American 70s hard rock bands, like ranking them or maybe doing something on the guitar players. This is, of course, is on Warner Brother Records. There's the label there. It's regular Warner Bros. No, the sleeve is just like an advertising type of sleeve. Okay, the next group here, I got these at a place called Planet Retro in St. Petersburg, Florida. Planet Retro is St. Petersburg is like 30 minutes south of where I live in Tampa. The American 70s hard rock thing. Here we go, right? Stars, Violation. These guys are like a melodic hard rock band. This is 77. It's on Rocksteady EMI. And there's the back cover. This has, if you were to recognize any songs by them, you might recognize Cherry Baby, which I believe is, Cherry Baby's on this one. I also want to get the one that just has like the logo on the cover, but this is all they had. It's got a picture sleeve. No picture sleeve, it's got the logo on it there. And the label, capital. You see that there. There we go. All right, I also got from that shop Kinks Preservation Act 1. I have Preservation Act 2. By the way, I hate these like sealed down. I know it's probably better for the record because it seals it off, but it's like a little sticky edge to it, and I don't like those. It's sort of a hassle getting them in and out. So the Kinks Preservation Act 1. Is this a gatefold? No, it's not a gatefold. I really liked Act 2, so I figured I should get Act 1. I kind of like the Kinks when they're in their concept phase. This is 1973 RCA. 1973 RCA. All right, the last one I got, I was really excited to find this. My friend from Sweden was visiting not that long ago, and we were hitting up a bunch of record shops, and he was asking about Iggy and the Stooges. And I was like, I never see any Stooges records. I made a video a while back about artists that I just couldn't get into, and I listed Iggy Pop, like popular artists that I should like but that I don't, and I listed Iggy Pop. I'll try to find that video and link it down below. And somebody said, you got to listen to the Stooges. And I did, and I absolutely loved it. So I've been on a hunt for Stooges records. And when I went into this shop, he actually had 3 of these. Now, these aren't original pressings. This came out originally in 73. This is a UK 77 reissue, but I'm okay with that just as long as it's before digital. It's an all analog. This is apparently the Bowie mix. I guess there's 2 mixes to this, and this is notorious for the streaming CD version of this is brick-walled really bad and doesn't sound very good. So I was real happy to find this. I probably paid too much for it. The record is in really good condition, but it's a little bit noisy, which was sort of a disappointment. Kind of more than a little bit noisy. I mean, that happens sometimes. You just get records that they look really good, they're real clean looking, but then they're kind of noisy. But I really wanted this. I wanted to have a copy of this. He actually had 3 of them. He had a UK pressing, a Canadian pressing, and he had a third one. I can't remember what it was, but those were all more expensive than this. So I went with this. And he said he even had a copy of Funhouse, I believe that's the first Stooges records that somebody bought up. I would have been all over that too. So I've just been listening to this over and over since I got it. I've barely listened to these other records because I don't know what it is about this record. I'm like obsessed with this record. I have to do a video at some point on this. I'm glad that viewer recommended, checking out the Stooges, because although I don't really care for Iggy Pop solo stuff, I really, really like this album. There's something about the vibe on this record that I just really, really dig. Okay, there you go. There's my latest vinyl grabs, vinyl finds for December. Let me know what you think of some of these records down below. There'll be more of these videos coming for sure, because, hey, I can't stop myself from buying records. All right, till we see you again, make sure you stay heavy, stay metal.